Hey Leo, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your love reading for the next 2 weeks, so let's get straight into it. First up, we have, one second. Okay, so first up, we have breathe on your side, and it says here, don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there's no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. So you're kind of just trying to be patient with yourself right now, patient with the way that you feel. You could be in a place where you guys are either taking a break or you're kind of just really seeing what happens, rather than, like going ahead and charging forward in some sort of relationship that you're in. With them, we have regeneration, but in the reverse. So it says here, endings come in many forms, and now is the time to stop holding on to what must die, so that something better can take its place. Nature's cycles includes disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There's no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your query, let it go. You're about to be reborn. So it's kind of like your person could be feeling like something needs to be let go of within themselves in order for this relationship to work. And if they can't do that, then they feel like they're not able to stay in this connection. So with the cardinal move here, it says here, be bold and make the first move. Now's the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card can strongly suggest that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events to where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. I'm taking charge of my destiny. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power, for the time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. So basically, there's something that you need to do on your side to make this happen, but you also need to be patient as well. So it's kind of like balancing the two out of taking action, but then having patience not only with yourself, but with this person or with this relationship or what's to come in love, instead of trying to rush through it. And then we do have a chameleon spirit here, and it says act as if. So this is your advice. It says here, chameleon spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing, and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Good, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. If you feel like you're in uncharted territory, chameleon spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself, it's about learning how to dance with others. So basically, your advice is to be adaptable and, be willing to bring change into the situation, but still by keeping your integrity and your inner equilibrium, being calm yourself, being patient yourself. Try not to let your emotions get the better of you in the situation, but still be able to compromise. And it's not about like giving everything up and giving up who you are and that type of thing. It's just really about being able to work with people. So let's see, what does the tarot have to say for Leo? Okay, so I want to see what is Leo's feelings towards their person, as well as their person's feelings towards Leo, the situation, the obstacles and blockages, their next actions towards Leo. We want to see the outcome over the next 2 weeks and the overall energy. Okay. So, they almost all fell out of my hand here. So, your feelings, we have the Knight of Cups, Scorpio energy, as well as Cancer and Pisces. Justice is their feelings, that's Libra energy. We have the Two of Pentacles as the situation, the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter energy, which I link with Sagittarius as the obstacle and blockages. The Magician is their next actions towards you, which is Aries, Gemini, and Virgo energy. And then we have the Moon, which is Pisces energy here, as the outcome. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. So with the Lovers being at the bottom of the deck, I do see that there is a very strong bond between the two of you. Like, you could feel like this is one of those connections that is like a soulmate connection, someone that like no matter how hard you guys try to push away from each other, like you guys just seem to keep kind of gravitating towards each other, and you feel like you want some sort of balance between the two of you. There could be like a big decision that needs to be made here, and I feel like that's what you're being patient with as well. Like you're making moves towards bringing this connection together, but at the same time you're not kind of rushing things forward, like kind of chariot energy moving forward. You're trying to kind of take your time and see, can you guys get back into a balanced place together. So with your feelings being the Knight of Cups, so you are in love with them, and you love being in love, and you do show it to them. Like, it's not something that you keep to yourself or anything. You could be seeing positive in everything that they do, and you could be kind of so up in your feelings that you might have unrealistic expectations about love in general, about like what they need to bring towards you. But you could also feel like they're the perfect partner for you, and there is a case here that you might be like idolizing them, like, just putting them on a pedestal in some way, and you just need to realize that at the end of the day they are just a normal human being, and they're not God in some way. So yes, love them, but maybe it's about realizing that they're not maybe your expectations that you have on them in some way is making them feel like they aren't able to provide for you. We do have Justice here as their feeling, so they could be feeling very level-headed and more analytical. Their feelings are kind of based on how you've treated them in the past, and they do feel like you've treated them fairly and with love, with the Justice card being here. It kind of be like, it could be that you've been tactful in kind of asking for what you need from them, and then they appreciate you being mindful of their feelings, the way that you're coming across, the way that you're telling them. It is also that they're very confident that you're honest and you have some sort of good intentions towards them. Like, you're not coming in trying to start fights or trying to have bad intentions. It's just that you're kind of expressing that this is what you need from them, and like I said, there is some sort of expectations here going on. So with the Two of Pentacles, there's definitely a need to balance some sort of other responsibilities with the relationship, or there's also a need to kind of like adapt to changes within the relationship dynamic at the moment. But you're both needing to be very flexible and really balance your relationship together with your own external lives. With the Wheel of Fortune here, so this is the obstacle. So it's kind of, the Wheel of Fortune as an obstacle could be that there's some sort of unexpected changes, or maybe there's changing emotions, or there could even be some sort of uncertainty in the relationship. And again, like, you might need to have some sort of flexibility, or maybe even understanding to move past this. But there definitely could be some sort of significant shift, either internal or external, that's like outside of your control. And maybe that's why you're needing to be patient with the Breathe card here. Just make sure that you do communicate and try to tackle these changes as a team together rather than against each other. With the Magician then, so their next actions towards you, they're definitely going to communicate to express their needs and their desires from you. And they do know that they have the resources and the power to kind of create a beautiful connection with you, and that's what they intend to do. With the moon here as the outcome, it could be that there's either something hidden here, or it's like you're still a mystery to this person. So they could feel like, you know, that you're hiding something from them. There could be some sort of complicated emotions between the two of you, and they could find that it's difficult to understand your emotions, or find it difficult to kind of, you know, process their own emotions. And you could be feeling the same, like it feels like a little bit like, not an emotional roller coaster, but it's just like, you know, that the emotions run deep between the two of you, especially with the Lovers card here. You guys are definitely soulmates, but it's kind of like, sometimes when things are changing, those emotions can get a little bit over the top, if I can put it in the best way possible. And then it could also be that there's, you know, some sort of lack of clarity, and it could lead to miscommunication. Just try be open and communicate clearly with each other is the main thing here. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Leo. Okay, so what is the Knight of Cups? We have Judgment. I just got to cover it here, 1 second. So, with the Knight of Cups and Judgment, I do see you feeling like, you know, you need to make some sort of big decision when it comes to this relationship. Like I said, you do idolize them, you have a lot of love for them, but you're kind of trying to see, do they fit in with your stability, with whatever you've built for yourself, with your home life, you know, with your family, do they fit in with that? And that's the decision that you need to make. But you do feel like there is definitely a purpose for the two of you meeting, and that, you know, that there's a reason for what you guys are going through right now as well. So what's the Justice card? 10 of Cups. Yeah, like they do have a lot of feelings for you. They want what's best for the both of you. We do have the Tower at the bottom of the deck, so they could kind of unexpectedly feel like they want to come in and balance things out between the two of you, because they do see you as their family. But they do have a lot of love for you, and like I said, they just want what's best for the both of you. And they could be surprised and shocked by their own feelings as well, of like that they feel so close to you. So what is the Two of Pentacles? We have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, like I was saying in the beginning, when I was reading the regeneration on their side, it seems like there's something that needs to be left behind here. And if you guys can't, I feel like, maybe leave the past behind you of whatever the situation is that's happened between you, and you can't let that go, then, you know, then they'll feel like then you guys have to go your separate ways. That's why with the Two of Pentacles here, you guys are both trying to be flexible and adaptable to the situation. And with the Chameleon Spirit, that is your advice as well. With Temperance being at the bottom of the deck, this is Sagittarius energy here. And it's basically saying that, you know, there is definitely a balancing act that's happening at the moment. You know, with the Two of Pentacles and Temperance, it is about, you know, learning to kind of juggle everything in a more balanced way. Like, yes, everyone has their own lives. Yes, everyone has responsibilities, but it is about maybe trying to manage, bringing balance to your life as individuals and your life in this relationship together. So let's see, what is the Wheel? We have the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely a changing dynamic between the two of you, and like I said, some sort of changing emotions going on. With the Queen of Cups, it's like you guys do have a lot of emotions for each other, and it's trying to kind of maybe communicate those emotions, but without putting pressure on the situation. With the Death card being at the bottom of the deck, there could have been some sort of ending between the two of you. But like I said, the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune are about change and like huge transitions, not just like big shifts. It's not just a little change that, you know, it could be, like I said, big shifts to the dynamic. Like, you know, something's happened that, for example, only take this if this resonates, but for example, you have been speaking to someone that you walked away from previously, and now you guys are trying to kind of work things out because you guys do still have a strong bond together and feelings and that type of thing. But now you started working things out, and now, for example, you've taken it to the next step, and you've actually how do I say this, been passionate with each other, and now there's like even more emotions involved here. Now you're having to adapt to this without maybe putting the expectations on them that now this means that you guys are fully back together, you know. And that's not what the cards are saying, that's just a complete example, you know, so you take what resonates for your situation there. But there's definitely a huge change and needing some sort of rebirth in this situation. So let's see, what's the Magician? We have the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, they do want to kind of come forward and create this relationship with you, but they will also be communicating that their needs is that they do need some sort of independence in their lives. Like they do need to, you know, they do have a lot of love for you, and they want to have a connection with you where it is bursting with love and abundance and that type of thing. But they also want to have their own lives. Like they don't want to make the relationship, you know, any sort, they don't, the slightest little bit of codependency, and they might, you know, feel like that's not going to work type of thing. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, like they definitely are very nurturing towards this relationship and want to give to the relationship, but also want to maintain their independence. So let's see, what's the Moon? We have the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever change is going on here, you could be feeling like if you say something to them about your emotions and then they combat it in their emotions, like you might be feeling like you need more of a connection, like an emotional connection with this person, where they're like, I feel like I need more independence in this connection. And then when you communicate your emotions of like you feel like you need that, and then they combat it with, well, I feel like I need this, it kind of maybe feels like a little bit of a tit for tat, or you know, like there's arguments going on that are unnecessary, and it's causing you guys a little bit of mental angst. And maybe that's why you guys could be feeling like there's something hidden, or they could be feeling like, you know, that there's something that you're specifically holding back with in some way. And then we do have the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, things will change. And the dynamics, like I said, are changing between the two of you. It's about learning to kind of play along with them, and them learning to play along with you. Like I said, not giving up your integrity or your inner equilibrium or your peace or anything like that, but really just learning to kind of dance with others at this time. So let's see, for Leo, okay, so how does Leo feel about their person? We have silence, frozen, no words, and stone wall. So it could be that you guys are in no contact at the moment, and maybe the cards are kind of saying like it's up to you. If you want to move past this, then you do need to kind of be the first one to make the move here. But we do have boundaries, no drawing the line, and enough. So you could be feeling like, I'm done with the situation. I can't continue to be the one to constantly give to this relationship where I don't feel like I'm getting the same in return. Whereas on their side, you feeling that, but on their side, they feel like they are giving back to you. But maybe there's just, you know, the way that you expect to receive love is different from the way that they give love. So what is their feeling for Leo? We have hopeless, sinking, despair, and falling apart. So they're in a situation where like they could be feeling like no matter what they do, it's never good enough. Excuse me. And then we do have chemistry at the bottom of the deck, attraction, spark, and passion. So they do still, like I said, you guys do still have a very strong bond towards each other. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of sexual chemistry and everything. But they kind of feel like no matter what they do, they can't get to that happy place with you, even though that's where they want to get to with you. What's the outcome? We have healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have again releasing, letting go, moving on, and walking away. So like I said, it's kind of a situation of you guys are either letting go of the issues from the past and walking away from them, or it's about to kind of heal the situation, or it's about walking away from each other separately and healing yourselves individually. So let's see what's coming in for Leo. Going on for Leo, let's see, worth waiting for. We have divine timing is at work in your love life. Let's see what else. We have playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay, let's get one more. We have waiting, this situation involves marriage. So yeah, it could involve marriage, or it could just be about like you guys have had a very higher, like a much higher level of commitment, like it's not just a fling or something like that, or something that didn't get off the ground, like you guys were fully committed to each other, or that was like on the table, like that's what you guys were both aiming for. But it is saying that divine timing is at work in your love life here, and I do see you being patient in this situation. So I kind of feel like it's about, you know, learning to kind of work with others in this connection, and it's about releasing things from the past, being patient, and kind of maybe hopefully healing yourself, and if that's what you want, healing this connection. And then with playfulness, it's about just being fun with each other again, letting go of any sort of heaviness and bringing that like light-hearted spirit together. And then we do have calling in your soulmate, so your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And then let's see, bottom of the deck. Sorry, cards are slipping out of my hands. Okay, so this is messages from your person. Please only take what resonates, because it's usually for people in separation. So we have, you speak to me through music. What else? We have, I know that I crossed the line with you. And let's get one more. Okay, we got two more. I want to tell you how I feel, and I don't react when people mention you. Bottom of the deck, we have, I left when I saw you with someone. So maybe that's what they feel like you're hiding from them, and you could be chatting to someone else, but I more feel like maybe that's this person's emotions getting the best of them, and like they think that you're speaking to someone else, or like trying to see where it goes with someone else or something like that. So Leo, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again either next week for your general messages or the following week again for your love reading. Take care.